Mazian, I appreciate that you say your subscription can help a hungry. As a matter of fact, it can. I know you immediately corrected it to say a hungry Brosentia purchase a burrito, but yeah, I prefer you saying everybody, one subscription equals helping a hungry. Oh, give me just about 30 seconds because I gotta do one more I gotta do one more little thing. It's very important. Okay, you wouldn't understand. It's very important. Yuge, thank you so much for the sub. Wisdomaniac as well. You know, with this being our 7th year, we have had some really exciting games come through. You know, I love that we're getting a whole variety of games compared to... I'm someone who gives out the classics quite a bit, but we also have some strange games like this PS1 game that we got to see earlier today, Fix. I'm a big Jim Power fan, though. Jim Power is always a blast, and whenever we have Jim Power on Kusog7ande, I get super excited. Burritos, yeah. Brosentia, save our burritos. I am not Scunny, first off. I am not Scunny Hard Nut, and Sticky Nut Pudding would probably be pretty good, though. I'll go ahead and accept it. Y'all, if you want to help me buy some Sticky Nut Puddings, this is the place to be. Freaking Scunny, what a weird boy. Seriously. Oh my gosh, Scunny Hard Nut. Yeah, for some reason, YouTube has decided that today is Dark Cloud Day. I hope you're really enjoying that. What I enjoy more than Scunny Hard Nut, though, is pretty much everything. Needsel, thank you for the sub. Again. Yeah, next month, by the way, I'm working on putting together a special little thing that people can play with as well. We're going to have an advent calendar for Kusog7ande challenges, essentially aiming to have them be about half an hour or so. Every day a new challenge popping up if people want to play those. I did get a decent amount of submissions from various people, so over the next week or two, I'm going to work on getting that all put together, and then, bam, advent calendar for December. Finish all the challenges by the end of the month, and you get a special little prize. And that prize is specifically bragging rights, because that's really all that I can give you. Yeah, bragging rights, everybody! It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, people don't have to play them all every day that one comes out, but you can. So let Crappy take us to the reveal. Let's find out what we've got. Fix is terrifying. Well, everybody, I think we're going to get our fix with the 3rd game out of 4 for today. Please welcome on in our dear birdo friend, Time Stalker. Cheap a cheap, cheap a cheap, cheap a cheap a cheap cheap, cheap 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 cheap, cheap 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 cheap. I'm a bird. Cheap cheap cheap, cheap cheap cheap. I'm a bird. Hello there.
Hey, bro.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty dang good. I am here, ready for cheap 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 cheap. I don't know. I guess that's what my life is all about now. Yeah.
Well, I find it kind of interesting that you were talking about the Kuso Classics.
Yeah, I like me a good classic or two.
Yeah, well, I do too. This is a game that I had growing up myself, and it's been on Kuso quite a few times, actually.
Yeah, so what's funny about this is that I remember giving this out lately, and it was to somebody who I knew, and I was super excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna love it. I made them cry, and I feel bad, because, I feel like I have decent taste, but when it comes to Kusog7ande, even the good games that people, even the quote-unquote everybody is going to love this games in Kusog7ande, they're going to hurt somebody. There's a reason they're in this tournament, and as it turns out, I just really misread that one, and that's okay. Sometimes you gotta make someone cry.
Yeah, well, we're into the winter months because we're doing heavy shredding on the NES.
Oh, yeah, the good lady is back. Good lady gonna be partying it up as we go down the snowboard. Everybody, the players will have 1 hour to make as much progress as they can through heavy shredding, the NES Kuso Classic that we are going to have. Now, with that, what are the stakes for these players? Because we're starting to eliminate players here based off of how many points they need to get. 19 points by the end. Is anybody going to get eliminated, or are they all relatively safe?
This is a 12-point match, so 2 people will be eliminated from this game.
Oh, that's nice. 2 people live and 2 people die. Actually, nah, honestly, it's more like finding life again once you're out of Kusog7ande. Yeah, your punishment for getting eliminated from Kuso is that you no longer have to play the games. Is it really a punishment?
I mean, that depends on if you like bad games or not.
Yeah, I think everyone... Okay, never mind. No. I think everybody in Kusog7ande has gotten at least one game that they can say that they never want to play again. Yeah. With that said, I think that this is a game that I personally enjoy. I think that it's fun to play. Is it a good game? No. And you're going to quickly see some of the struggles that the players have. I don't want to reveal too much because we have yet to start, and, you know, you gotta have some surprises, but you will have a good lady show up, and specifically there's a very clear reason why we call her the good lady. You will all see that during the game. She's one of the emotes in the channel for a reason, though.
Yeah, like I said, I had this game as a kid, and I actually got fairly good at it, despite everything. But no, I actually... Even now, I like playing this game. Once you understand how the game plays, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's just not intuitive at all.
Oh no. Yeah, definitely not intuitive.
This is one that you have to struggle through in order to learn how to play. But I think I'm about ready for some shredding. The heavy kind. Oh my gosh. I didn't recall this title screen music.
It's a jam.
I'm not sure if a jam is the right word there. I'm gonna have to...
I like it.
Bring it up, or turn it up a little bit. Maybe it's just that some of the sounds are very inconsistent. Compressor, can you help?
Well, one of the other things I like about this game is that each section has its own music. There are 5 different types of things you have to go through, and each one has a different song.
Yeah. Okay, it's just that, like, this title screen music is very inconsistent in how loud it is, so I'll go ahead and just let it be. I'm ready, though.
I am as well.
Don't worry, if the audio sounds a little bit quiet for you, I'm not going to mess with it too much because it will probably get louder during the game because it'll get more consistent. Yeah, they are ready to shred. Everybody, I need all of your best snowboard, snow, cool winter sports emotes, as well as the good lady, and spam those emotes. Did I put the good lady as anybody who can use it, or is it...
No.
No, okay.
I had to unlock it myself. So.
Aha! Yes. Okay. Spam, everybody. Look at that good lady. Oh my gosh. Silver Surfer is basically a snowboarder. Okay, the countdown has started. Yeah, and feel free, everybody, whenever you see the good lady, you can go ahead and spam her in chat if you have her, because that's what this game is all about. And here we go. We've got some movement.
It's going to be interesting to see who figures out how to best control this first. Because controlling this game is the hard part.
Yeah, it is.
The other thing to note about this game is that there are no no continues at all. You have the lives you start with, you pick up a life if you get down a mountain, and everything else is, you know, reliant on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
let me turn that
Dragus
compressor off, and I'm just gonna up the audio because I do think it's a little quiet for people. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, Dragus ran into one of the other problems of the first section. It is timed. If you don't get down here in the time that's running out at the top of the screen, you lose a life, and you have to start over.
Yeah, this game does not pull any punches. It starts hard. It will be hard the entire time.
Yeah, the thing you have to get used to with this game is, for the most part, you hold right the entire time. You do not let go of it unless you need to do a trick or specific obstacles, because otherwise you're going to kind of turn and you're going to lose momentum, you're going to lose a lot of different things.
Oh, yeah.
And we have our first game over, and we're back to the beginning.
That's not a huge surprise. This game is brutal, and it's going to destroy people.
Dragus is into the slaloms.
Oh, yeah. Whoosh. But that's a penalty for that one guy. Here we go. So, what is difficult about this game? You know,
a lot of it is controls. You don't have a lot of wiggle room to get by obstacles because it's really hard to see where exactly you can go without clipping something. Okay. And then everything in the backwoods is you have to figure out how to get by it.
Yeah.
And there's a backwoods at the end of every mountain, so
controls are definitely the biggest problem with this game. Just because you've got two different ways of movement. One is sort of the strafing that you see Dragus Cloud using, and the other one is rotation. Both of those you do need to use at some point, but it's really difficult to get used to both styles of movement.
Yeah.
I don't remember what buttons you push either in order to adjust one way or the other.
You could move up. If you're holding right and you move up and down, you just strafe back and forth, and that's the best movement you can do in this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Ascorian is pointing out that there's no timer for slalom, and that is correct. Your whole thing is hitting the gates. You miss a gate, you fail.
Yeah.
And I expect to see a lot of this first mountain for people getting used to what they need to do.
Oh, for sure.
As far as the timed sections go, the best thing you want to be is down near the bottom of the screen when you get close, because it is literally closer than the rest of the line. So if you're running low on time, you're gonna hit there before you hit anywhere else on the line. Yeah, one other thing to note is in the in-between sections, there's always two things that you have to avoid.
Okay.
And once in the first two sections, they're the exact same.
Okay, it does look like one of our players may have to run for a second. They noted that may happen. I will keep that one guy's stream up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, welcome to what happens in life sometimes. Honestly, I say real life is more important than a video game, more important than Kusog7ande if you have to go and take care of real life responsibilities in the middle of a game. Unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. You can just sort of sleep there for a little while, that one guy. Yeah, good little snow nap.
So, the ones in the middle section, the skiers, you lure to the top and then go down underneath them. The snowboarders are the reverse. You lure down and then go over the top.
Yeah.
And they do the same thing every time.
Yeah, don't worry, everybody. Like, the good lady is going to show up but you have to earn her, okay? She doesn't just say good to anybody. She says it to the good players. That's her life. Do you think anybody deserves the good lady? No, only the good, the best of the best. Yeah, by the way, here is the intro to the game in the manual. Get ready for the ride of your lifetime. With the heavy Shreddin video game, you'll be traveling down slick, snow-covered mountain on a single snowboard that's not much larger than a ski. To survive your runs, you'll have to master some hot moves to get around the dangerous obstacles ready to trip you up. Complete all 5 events, 18 levels in total, and you'll be rewarded with the coveted World Cup trophy. It won't be easy, but you can bet it'll be fun. Yeah, so there we go. 18 levels in all, 5 events. You win the World Cup if you manage to do that. I thought that was soccer. Do they have cups for different things?
Yeah, the Stanley Cup for hockey, for sure.
Oh. Do they have skiing cups? Do you win a cup?
I would not know. I don't follow skiing all that much. So Chaos is not really... I don't know if he's fully understanding that holding right and moving is probably your best option, because he keeps turning one way or the other.
As it turns out, there is a World Cup given for alpine skiing. Alpine Ski World Cup. It's the top international circuit of alpine skiing competitions. Started in '66, so it's been around for a long time. So there's also Heavy Shreddin Cup, which is just in this game. It's a little more limited, okay? And really, it's all up to the good lady whether or not you get the cup. Yeah, so right now, essentially what you need to do to learn how to play this game, learn how to rotate, how to strafe up and down, and when those are going to be best used, because they're not always the same situation. Now, this isn't the only control thing that is an issue. There will be a part in the second stretch that will be very difficult for players.
Oh, yes. I'm hoping we see that soon, because that's going to be fun.
Oh, we will.
But yeah, no, there's also obstacles in the backwoods that require weird control schemes to get through them.
Yep. So the big thing, you can also tuck in and gain extra speed if you know that you're not going to be running into anything and you press forward, you just start going a lot faster. I'm not sure if a lot of players have done that yet. Dragon's Cloud just got through the timed section. Very nice. This is not a surprise. Everybody is struggling with this game.
Yeah.
I think that one guy is having the best time, though. Just sort of taking a little snow nap.
The best thing is not to play.
Honestly, the first time you ski or snowboard, this is most of what you're going to be doing.
Brosentia?
Yes?
Go look in the competitors room real quick.
Which one?
The main competitors room.
Oh, okay. When I scroll down. Competitors, what are you thinking? Oh, Escorian, you made a great... Oh, that's a great one. Escorian made a standalone picture for our face plant. That's good. I love that people have been making a few more jokes and memes, and I hate saying, hey everybody, go make some memes for us, because that's just gross. But I love when they show up, okay? Like this. This is just a really, really good representation of the heavy Shreddin life. Bam. It just looks so relaxed laying there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a tiny bit of snowboarding before. I wasn't very good, but again, you just have to do it, like, multiple times. As soon as you get through, like, a couple days of falling a lot, then you start getting a little bit better. Just like ice skating, you're going to fall down a lot until you start, like, just getting used to it. I'm still not great at ice skating, but, like, then again, it's like riding a bike. You're going to fall down a whole bunch, and then you start, like, getting the hang of it. And, like, I don't think you get worse until you get to a point where you're relatively competent, you know, just be willing to have all of those falls. Luckily, snow doesn't hurt all that much a lot of the times. If you're going to a big place that, you know, is later on in the season and hasn't had recent snow, then some of it is going to be compacted and it might hurt a decent amount to fall down. But especially if it's a fresher snow or earlier in the season, you're going to have a lot more cushioning whenever you fall, which is all the time. Have you done actual snowboarding?
No, I did skiing, but I've never done actual snowboarding. I haven't skied in a long time.
I've only done cross-country skiing, and that's a nightmare. I hate it.
Last time I went skiing, my father got hit by another skier and broke 6 ribs, so, you know.
Ooh.
It wasn't my favorite time.
That's not the best thing in the world, yeah. Breaking 6 ribs.
I'm gonna have to submit this game for Delta Discord though, just to show off a bunch of it, because I really do enjoy
Oh my
playing.
gosh, Residual Deviants just jumped up and did a 360. That was pretty impressive. By the way, you do end up, whenever you fall down, you do lose a life. It is the counter up in the top right to the left of your score.
Yeah, and
that's how many lives you have.
The counter to the left of the timer right now for the slaloms is how many more gates you have to go through. That'll also be for one of the later things as well. Yep.
The timer, if it hits 0, you do incur a penalty and lose a life. There are some cases where you actually don't have to start the stretch over if you fall down. You lose a life, but you get to keep going from where you were. But still,
the backwoods.
The backwoods. This is still like a really difficult game to get used to, though.
Downhill's timed, slalom is getting through the gates, so both of those, if you fall down, you're done.
Yeah.
The third one is on a pseudo timer, or the fourth one is on a pseudo timer, and the fifth one is on a timer as well. So the backwoods is the only one where if you mess up, unless it's a mess up that you can't come back from, and that doesn't happen until like the third backwoods, then you can just get back up.
Oh my gosh, Justin brought me a cheese snake. Cheesesteak. Yeah.
Not one of my favorite things.
Well, that's okay because it's mine. Well, it's not my favorite thing, but it's a cheesesteak sandwich. Yeah. And it's pretty amazing.
I apparently scared someone off from skiing ever.
Uh-oh. Who did you scare?
Linkhura said, never skied or snowboard, never will after hearing about Time Slayer's dad.
I mean, if you know Sunny and Cher, that's how Sunny died, from skiing. Like, legit. I don't think new skiers are really going to die. Like, you're not going to be able to get going fast enough to be, like, dying. Okay? But if you... The better you are at skiing, the more likely it is you get a critical hit. It's one of the... It's like if you're riding a motorcycle and you're terrified of it, odds are you're probably not going to be going super fast until you get good. And then when you get good, that's when you are going to be... Like, if you get good and still don't take precautions, you might end up getting very, very hurt. So there you go. If you want to start learning to ski or snowboard, it's going to be safer until you start getting reckless. I'm also, like, I've done a lot of snowmobiling as well, and I'm just a very scared individual. Like, I tend to not go fast unless I know unless I'm like in a wide open field where there really isn't anything, okay? And then bam, I'll gun it, you know? But it's also really exciting, you know, if you get going about 75 miles per hour, there's, you don't even have like a windshield completely. You have a little bit of one, but you're still being blasted by the wind. You know, going fast enough with enough wind blowing on you that you start like seeing colors separate a little bit. It's really fun. That's the best way for me to describe it. But at the same time, you got to do it in a place where you're gonna be safe, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not on this stuff.
No, this like with this many trees, you don't want to ski around this many trees, okay? It's not good. But yeah, I really don't like jumping snowmobiles. I do not like jumping any sort of equipment because, first off, you got to get used to landing, and that, you're going to hurt your butt quite a bit when you're getting used to that. Second, you're probably going to fall off quite a bit as well. Like, I'm just not a fan. But going fast in a place where I'm not in danger is enjoyable. Yeah. Sorry, you were going to say something.
Mooer just got through the slalom.
Ah, yeah, backwood. People are noting that it says survival required. That is true.
Yep.
However, it starts getting a little bit evil, the crap that it puts in your way. Mooer, though, just slides into a tree and gets a game over. I love the game over screen. It just has this happy deer sitting there.
All right, and Dragus is now through the slalom. Oh, and Dragus ran right into the fence. I was wondering if someone was gonna hit that. Because there is no indication that there's a fence there that you have to go just through the only top portion.
Yeah, it's like, this game does not give you time to prepare. Like, there's a big truck in the middle there. Yeah.
I mean, the game is telling him what he needs to do, it's just not telling him until he dies. Now, what happened with Mooer there, where he jumped and it started to wobble, you can get out of that if you jump and mule kick. Whoa!
I really like the music in this. So good.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying? Dragus Cloud. There we go. Capture's back.
So what you need to do there is you just need to hit the ramp. Don't do anything else but hold right and hit the ramp, and you're good.
Do you have to tuck? I believe you have to tuck, right?
Well, you tuck by holding right. I mean, you automatically tuck while holding right.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's just you hold right, hit it, you'll land. But I noticed that they're trying to treat it like rivers and such, where you have to jump over it.
I mean, that's only if you don't go across the bridge. But yeah, the big thing, the manual does tell you how to tuck. It's just you didn't really need it until this section in the backwoods.
Yeah.
So, like, honestly, it would be a good idea. Recommendation, everybody, if the GM gives you a manual, have it open so that you can consult it every now and then. I usually give the manual unless there's a really good reason not to. I gave the manual for the game that I gave out today, Gym Power, which had some decent information and some information that wasn't helpful at all. Yeah, just... it's very important.
In this case,
keep your info up.
Yeah, the thing is, in this case, the manual really doesn't help unless you understand what it's trying to tell you.
I mean,
it gives you some things, but like a lot of controls in this game are about, you know, understanding what it means. Like there are some things where it talks about certain obstacles, and if you don't understand what it's trying to tell you, you don't understand what you need to do. And that's why I never beat this game as a kid, because there were certain obstacles I just didn't understand what the manual was saying I needed to do.
Yeah, and there is... I don't want to talk about the most complicated place quite yet. The manual gives a lot of detail about it, but we can talk about it when we finally get there. We have to see the good lady first. Yeah, the thing, like, the manual does tell you, right arrow, ... to tuck and gain speed. But right arrow's in bold, tuck is not bolded, so it's very easy for people to miss that is the tuck. If the game shouts tuck at you, you gotta go and figure out what the game wants you to do. And like there's a whole section that talks about how to master the slopes. It's got a section about turning, ducking, jumping. You don't want to do any of those. For that, you tuck. Survival required, gotta tuck. Oh, it also does have truck, a section about the truck. Hit ski jump in tuck position. So the manual does literally spell out exactly what you have to do there. Hit ski jump in tuck position.
Yeah, and as it says, when you're holding right, you're automatically in tuck position. Now, there are times where just tucking is not going to be the only thing you can do.
Yeah, I think Mooware has paused the game. I believe Mooware is consulting the manual. That is the right thing to do here. It's actually kind of nice that we have audio cut out so that we know that Mooware is looking at something else here. Mooware has learned how to jump over the truck.
He and Dragus both.
Yeah, very nice.
But Mooware made the jump, Dragus did not.
But both of them have learned how to tuck, and that's what's important. Ooh, Mooware spinning out around the ice. I think we're going to see a level completion, perhaps. Nope.
Nope. Ha! Didn't duck.
Well, I mean, that looked like a finish line, not a it's going to kill you line.
That is a clothesline, I think.
Who the crap? I mean, it's the backwoods. Is somebody out here, like, doing laundry in the backwoods? Why would you be doing that? Bam! Oh. That tree. A little murdersome.
That was a mistake to do the toe grab there.
It's true. And as Chad is noticing, survival is required. If you don't survive, you die and you lose. And most of all, you don't get to see the good lady. You only see her if you survive. Yeah, we're 24 minutes in. I'm not surprised we haven't seen the good lady yet. She will be coming up in a little bit. I think that we're going to see that probably before we hit the half-hour mark.
Yeah, and the players are starting to get used to what this game wants.
Yeah, like figuring out what the game demands of you. Like, it's not a puzzle game per se, but when it gives you instructions, as long as you do the same thing whenever you get a specific instruction, you're going to be doing it right. Dragus Cloud, past skier number 1, past skier number 2. Oh, good, good. Yeah, I don't like those guys. Okay. Once you start playing this game well, you can actually catch up really quickly. There we go. Dragus Cloud made the jump. What about over the cliff? There's a nice deer there just sort of chilling. Good dodge by Dragon's Cloud. Another thing to note is that, like, when you do die, it gives you information up at the top about what you were supposed to do. That one guy, for example, it says turn. And Dragon's Cloud getting info duck. That is the duck section. Quack.
I didn't realize you could duck over the ice and not have any issues. That's good to know.
I actually didn't know that either. Does the manual say it?
I believe it does, actually.
It says avoid by turning or jump.
Stay in tuck or jump over.
Stay in tuck or jump over, yeah. Like, you won't fall down if you go over it, though, right?
No, that's they just basically used the duck button and went right over it.
I mean, like, what if you do nothing?
If you do nothing, you start to wobble.
Okay. I mean, that's
which
not
you can
as
still
big
get
of a
out of
deal.
if you jump. Yeah, and there was one of the times where Dragus lost a life but didn't go back to the start of the area because he was in an area that wasn't fatal.
Yeah, like the clotheslines will kill you, the jump over the semi will kill you, the trees
clipping a tree here is not as fatal. Just because you're not timed, you're not having to hit the specific things in one run.
Well, this is Dragon's Cloud's final life. Will we get to see the good lady? Are we going to get there? I think we might. Mooware, by the way, doing a pretty good job getting through this, and it's good lady time! Here we go! This is what we waited for! This is why we're here!
They do have to hit a button, though.
Come on, Dragon's Cloud. There we go. Yeah! That's what life is about.
Now, welcome to pain. This is the half pipe. And hopefully they read the manual on this one.
It said stunts required. Even if you read the manual, you're going to be confused. So,
well, the thing is that you have to gain speed up to the top there, and the manual does tell you need to do that. If you don't...
Jump. Nope, not like that. So people are saying this is very unintuitive. X1011 asked, did we just score? And I would say, did we score a date? Nah, she's somewhat impressed, but that's not enough to get the good lady. In fact, I don't know if your best skiing would be good enough to get a date with the good lady. She's just really cool. So jump. That is what you're supposed to do in this, and unfortunately, Dragon's Cloud jumped and didn't get anything. Why? Because it's ridiculous.
All right. Chaos is finally through the slalom, and he is onto the backwoods.
So, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody in chat know why this isn't working for Dragon's Cloud. So, when the game has you do stunts, you usually think, okay, it says jump, let's go ahead and perform a stunt. No. If you perform a stunt while jumping when it says jump, you will fall down. What you have to do is jump, and only jump. Do not do a stunt. When it says stunts required, the first stunt requires no stunt.
Yeah, it tells you each stunt that it wants you to do.
It tells you stunt required. And a jump is not a stunt per the manual or per the game. And so you wouldn't... it's so dumb. Okay, this is like... As soon as you figure out that the game only wants you to jump and not do a stunt when it says stunts required...
Yeah, the first one is just jump.
Yeah, this game has problems. I love this game. This game has problems.
Yeah, once you do that first stunt, you have to go to the opposite side, and then you will be given the next stunt that you have to do.
Yeah.
And if you noticed when you were up there, you have a number of stunts you have to do, and a very limited time to do it.
Yes. For those who are wondering, by the way, that one guy did have family summon him. I said go ahead and leave your stream up, and hopefully you're able to come back before the end of the match. We may see that one guy show up again, but remember, 2 people are getting eliminated, so even out of the people who are able to actively play, one of them for sure will be out of the tournament by the time this ends. Now, this is by our favorite company, Imagineering. Do you know what else Imagineering made?
One of the games we had earlier in this Kuso space shuttle project.
Oh yeah, they did make that. Huh. I wasn't thinking about that. But they also made most of the Bart Simpsons games, Simpsons Bart vs. the World, Escape from Camp Deadly, Bart vs. the Space Mutants. They made Barbie games. They made Ghostbusters 2. They made A Boy and His Blob. They made Ikari Warrior. Yeah, this company is kind of legendary when it comes to Kusog7ande. Swamp Thing, Ren and Stimpy Show Buckaroos. I hate that game. I hate Ren and Stimpy games. They're bad. Home Alone 2, Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. Like, seriously, I would say that compared to Data East and US Gold, you can pretty much guarantee that their games are bad.
Okay, it looks like Chaos has finally realized that moving by strafing is working out better.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge the good lady. Good lady, I love you. Come back. It's okay.
Okay, let's see how Mooare does with the half pipe. And Dragus is back there as well.
With that said, like, I really like the music in this game. It was done by Mark Van Heck, who did a lot of other, like, a lot of music for Imagineering. Oh. And a lot of the music was pretty decent. Ah!
And Dragus did a trick again instead of doing just the jump.
Well, I mean, it says stunts required. And then it says do stunt, and stunt is jump, which is not listed as a stunt in the manual. You just have to learn the BS that this game wants you to do, which is just jump. Yeah. Mooare is not gathering enough speed to get the stunt.
And failed. They are automatically failed now if they don't have enough time.
Did not qualify. You gotta do stunts. It said stunt. Come on. Stunts required. With that said, Residual Deviance is on the backwoods. Had the right idea with tucking. That wasn't what... Like, don't jump.
He tried to jump at the last time.
Yeah, they sure did. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. Too bad. Okay, Dragus Cloud, again, tried to do a stunt and failed because you can't do a stunt. You have to jump, which is not a stunt, but it is a stunt. It's like...
And that's the second time Mooare did not get enough speed to go up the side of the ramp. And it very specifically in the manual says on the half pipe, you need to get enough momentum to get high enough on the wall to do a stunt. Yeah, but the manual says this. This is what it says. Once you've gained enough height, you'll be given an on-screen command to perform a stunt. It doesn't mention that jumping is the first stunt. It's such a stupid thing. It took me forever as a kid to figure that out.
Oh, yeah.
I kept trying to do stunts, and it wouldn't do stunts, and then I just, I hit jump once, and it worked, and I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Seriously, I love this game, partly because it just flat out lies to you. And, like, a big part of this game is figuring out that the game is full of lies and deceit. And, like, so even though it feels like the game is telling you to do something different, you just gotta figure out the dumb logic in this game. And once you do, you can play this game. Like, I think it's fun when you can play it well, and it is so evil until you know all of the terribleness that is in this.
Okay, so, bro, I don't believe we're ever going to get there, but can I give information on one of the stupidest things you have to do in the backwoods?
Yeah, there are multiple backwoods sections. Sure, go ahead and let people know. What's the obstacle?
Okay, so in either Backwood 5 or 6, and I don't remember which it is, there's a tunnel, like a little snow tunnel that you have to go through.
Okay.
And I've said throughout the whole of this thing that holding right and strafing is the best way to do things, except for that. That one you actually have to do what Chaos is doing right now in turning slightly so that you don't crash when you get into that part. You have to hit it severely slow.
You have to hit it slow? It says duck to travel through it.
Well, the tunnels you duck to travel through. This is a snow tunnel. It's like a little curved thing on there. It's not an actual tunnel, but it's like a little path you have to go through. And the only way to get through it is to do what Chaos is doing right now.
Oh, small trail. Small trail is what it's listed as in the manual. Turn in standing position. So essentially you have to turn your snowboard sideways and just sort of go very slow, which actually is something that you do on snowboards. You know, one of the ways that people learn how to ride on snowboards is learning how to go slow. If you can learn how to snowboard slow, then you're going to start learning how to snowboard.
Yeah, but the thing is like I said, most of the game wants you to do it this way, where you're moving fast back and forth so that you have time to react to a lot of different things. And that just is so counterintuitive to slow down that much to get through that portion. It's absolutely maddening.
Yeah, by the way, Good Lady's all over the place. Thank you, Good Lady, for visiting our lives here. Okay, Moonware got enough speed to get the stunt trigger, but unfortunately...
I thought he had it because he just jumped, but he hit jump again.
Well, yeah, you can't double jump on a snowboard. What are you thinking?
Yes, but I don't know if he realizes that.
Yeah.
I mean, why he failed was because he jumped twice.
Dragon's Cloud jumped and unfortunately did a stunt and therefore got a penalty and was told that he needs to do stunt, which the stunt is just jumping, which is incorrect.
Anybody who figures out that they have to just jump is going to put themselves in a good position at this point.
Yep. We're not telling them. This is welcome to the Kuso initiation with Heavy Shreddin. If you have not been trolled by a video game like this, then have you really had the Kuso experience? I don't know.
Well, I think I was proven correct. Like all three of these players had heard of this game before, but none of them had played it, and I was like, hearing of it is not going to help. You have to understand how the game controls to have any kind of a chance of making it.
I'd say that, like, if you specifically have seen a match and have heard people talk about the new stunt section, then that is too much information. But if you haven't, then no amount of hearing about this game is going to really affect you. Heck, seeing the first set of stages, that's not going to help. If you do not know about the stunt section, then it's pretty much a fair match.
Yeah.
People are saying this is such hot trash. Murray is saying that that one guy looks at peace, and that is absolutely true. This is the best way to play the game. Just leave it there.
Yeah, and Chaos tried to duck going onto the ramp, and that's not going to work either.
That one guy is back at the computer and saying it's not looking good. We may just have a sleepy guy for a while.
And I think Chaos is looking at the manual right now to see what he needs to do. Which is a good thing. If you are stuck at something and you have time to react, look at the manual. The manual may have something you need to use to get through something.
Sorry, I'm a little bit... I'm also eating my cheesesteak sandwich. It's really good.
Yeah. Honestly, if anybody gets through the half pipe, they'll probably get to the backwoods on the next one, because the next section after the half pipe is not that bad.
Yeah, so right now, the biggest thing is that Dragus Cloud is in the lead, making it to the stunt section first. Mooware second for getting there as well. Residual Deviant still hasn't made it, but if they can, then... No! Don't jump! You just tug!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised. Like, this game
it
is
looks like
so
you need to
specific for what it wants you to do, and it's just crap.
Yeah.
By the way,
like I said, once you learn what you need to do, I think the game is really fun. The problem is you gotta learn what everything wants you to do first.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, by the way, Wistomaniac, Neitzel, and Setier for subscribing. You are all pretty awesome people who, I'm sure, you know, I'll send the good lady over to say good at you. Okay? Yeah, y'all, you subscribe, you get a good lady in your life.
Yeah, Kat was talking about this game earlier and said that she really enjoys this game, and I agree. I really enjoy this game. It should, once you know what you're doing, it doesn't feel like Kusog. The problem is that you need to know what you're doing.
Honestly, I feel like learning to play this game takes less time than learning how to actually ski or snowboard, so you've got that advantage, but it also, like skiing and snowboarding, it doesn't hold your hand. It puts you through the ringer. Okay, half pipe one, Mooware. Can you do this? Stunts are required, which means do not do a stunt. You have to jump. You have to.
Well, the stunt is jumping. That is all the stunt is jumping.
Yeah. Okay, Mooware getting the speed. No!
Nope.
No, a handstand. That was cool, but that is not jumping.
Yeah, and what's really rude about this one is that's what they start with.
Uh-huh.
Because every other one tells you exactly which stunt to do. So it tells you, oh, you need to do a 360 or a handstand or whatever. But the first one just says jump.
Well, yeah, it just feels like it's implying go ahead and do a stunt. And it's just saying, like,
commanding you which stunt to do.
Yeah, it's like do any stunt, but no, it's commanding you just jump. And seriously, everybody who plays this runs into this problem right here.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
Absolutely.
This is absolutely the typical heavy Shreddin experience.
And because there's no continues in this, you have to go back to the first mountain again. So it's like, you forget what you've done.
Yeah, it's like, how do I get through this? How do I do this? You know what? Who's the designer? John Van Ryzen.
Just hold right. Just hold right. There we go.
What? Was that a jump? Yeah, Mooware did it. Midair 360 now. We have one stunt completed.
Mooware moves into first.
Mooware is officially in the lead due to doing the first stunt, which was jump.
It sounds so wrong, but they learned to jump, so they...
This is...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a high water mark for Chaos. They got to the clothesline or whatever it is.
Yeah, by the way, when Time Stalker says chaos, that is residual deviance here on the screen. Our bottom left player. Guess what? People have multiple names all over the internet, and it is a lot of fun trying to figure out who is what and where and how and why. And when. I forgot that one. Yeah. So I'm not sure Mooware actually knows what he did or knows that he made progress there, but he did, and he moved into first place due to jump.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's still anybody's game.
No! Residual deviance, it says duck! Can't go around. Dragus Cloud meeting the good lady again. Yeah, good lady.
The other nice thing about this game, though, is that it doesn't immediately respawn you. So if you need to look at the manual to see how to do what it's telling you to do,
Yeah, which honestly,
Like
you can pause during the game. Pausing is allowed.
Yep.
Okay, Dragus Cloud doing another stunt. Nope, can't do that. Just gotta jump. Which is a stunt, but it's really not, you know? But it is.
Yeah.
This is... I was gonna say this... I was trying to say Schrodinger's jump at one point, but I almost said Chekhov's jump, and... Like, that's not true. This is... That doesn't even make any sense. Why would it be Chekhov? What does Chekhov have to do with this? What if the good lady, like, tries to assassinate you at the end? Dragus Cloud did the first stunt, the second stunt, the third stunt.
There we go. That is half pipe cleared for Dragus Cloud back in first.
Dragus Cloud has done the 3 stunts required. That is officially a move into the lead. The good lady loves you. Dragus Cloud has paused and is probably very angry right now. That's okay. Be angry. If the jump is shown in the beginning, it has to be used by the end, says Mura. Yeah, that's true. I guess that's true. If it says jump, you gotta at least jump once, right?
And Dragus fell to the moguls.
That's what moguls are?
Yep, they're bumps in the snow.
I think I keep confusing moguls and gurus, but gurus.
Well, moguls have multiple definitions.
Yeah, but I feel
it depends on the context.
I feel like you don't want to snowboard over the other kind of moguls, you know?
No, definitely not. But no, each player is making progress now, and that's what I love to see in a match. And it's still like, oh, and Dragus ran out of time.
Yeah, royalty, a member of the Muslim dynasty of Mongol origin, founded by the successors of Tamerlane, which ruled much of India from the 16th to the 19th century. So do not snowboard over those.
Were you looking up moguls or Mongols?
Moguls.
Because you also have things like media moguls and stuff.
No,
like that.
The Great Mogul is from the there's the Mughal Emperor of Delhi. Historically, Mughal architecture, it's a thing, and it's still M-O-G-U-L. It's spelled the same.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
It just depends on how you're going to spell it. If you spell it this way, then that's how it's spelled. Hey, Waka,
okay,
thank you for the sub. Let's get going downhill.
Okay, so the Dragus made it to the moguls, so that is the high water mark for now.
Yeah.
And the thing about this game is nothing changes. Everything's in the exact same spot at the exact same time. There's no randomness to this game at all.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I honestly just go with whatever modern spelling of any word. As it turns out, spellings change all the time, and you can go ahead and spell what we're talking about different. Yeah, go ahead. Welcome to words where they change. Here's the deal. I feel like requiring your snowboarder to go in the backwoods and jump over a cliff, that probably shouldn't be allowed. You don't want to do that as an event director, okay? You're gonna get fired. The good lady, though, I don't think she's the one who's making you do this. She's just here to cheer you on. She's here to give you support. She's like, it's a brutal thing these people are making you do. Yeah. And so, like, I love the good lady, okay? If I could marry a sprite, it would probably be the good lady. I feel like I'd rather, like, keep Justin, though. Definitely better than the good lady.
Wind Rider Shiva. This feels like the Patrick Star meme. You want me to do a stunt? Yes. You also tell me a jump is not a stunt. Indeed. So here's your actual stunt. No.
Yeah, basically. What about a can of Sprite? I am not marrying a can of Sprite. That's dumb. Okay, corporate bullcrap right there. Marrying a brand. No, I want to marry... Nah. Okay, Residual Deviants and Dragon's Cloud getting a game over. This game is difficult. There is no shame for the players to be struggling through this. Heck, even if you do make it partway through the second stretch, it's not really too surprising if you end up crashing in the first set again. Like, it's a lot of memorization and a lot of just dealing with all the crap that this game throws at you.
Yeah. And note, these are, each section is really short, and the highest section we've seen is 5. In 50 minutes. That is exactly how hard this game is to actually figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you know what to do, you still have to anticipate when you need to do it. And especially in the backwoods. If you don't remember where your obstacles are, like Chaos has hit the same fence 3 times because he didn't remember that was that specific section for that fence, and I've done that. I know this game very well, and I've still run into areas where it's just like, I forgot that obstacle was there, and I'm in the wrong area, and I don't have time to react. Oh, no, he did a mule kick instead of the midair 360. But he's gotten the jump part at least. And again, the manual tells you how to do every other stunt, so if you need to pause to see how to do each one, it tells you.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you how to do the jump stunt in the stunt section, but it tells you all
every
the
other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it tells you which direction you have to push to get it to happen.
Okay, there we go. Muir. We got the midair 360.
He did not have enough time to get the third one, though.
Oh, no. Did not qualify. That was a good try.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a good try. That's 2 down. He gets 1 more, and he'll be onto the moguls.
There's a good chance that Muir's going to get this. Yeah.
Now, and then we may have to see how far each person got into that section. If Muir can get this.
With 3 lives, I feel like this is going to be very doable.
Yeah. There you go. That's half pipe done for Muir.
Yeah! Always good to see. Always good to see that the players are making progress here.
And the enemies in the second section are similar to the first one in that you have to lure one down and get one. In the third section, the only way to get past certain enemies is to jump. Like, you just have to jump over them. And it doesn't look like you have the room to do it, but that's what you have to do. Chaos is through Mountain 1. He's going to be onto the half pipe.
Oh my gosh, everybody is so close. Yeah, Residual Deviants, a.k.a. Chaos, moving on to the... You gotta hit a button, though. There we go. Good lady showing up in our lives. That's what I want to see. Good! Ooh. Okay, Muir making a good push, but
ran out of time.
That is very close to the end, though.
I think that's the furthest we've seen in the moguls, but I'm likely going to have to go back and look on where Dragus
I'm about 98% sure that Muir moved into the lead there.
I'm fairly certain too. Oh, Chaos did a stunt, and nope.
No! It says jump. You can't do a stunt in the stunt section. Okay. There are no dogs in the dog part, and you can't do a stunt in the stunt section. Come on. Knowledge was not gained per chat. Knowledge is overrated.
Oh, Chaos had it and then fell.
No,
Residual
Chaos.
Deviant. Yeah.
Yeah.
He jumped and then I guess turned or something before the stunt was completed because
yeah, but my apologies, they.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, they did. They tried. You can mess things up if you do accidentally hit a button at the wrong time. It's just overly specific what you're supposed to do. Why? I don't know. That's heavy shredding for y'all. By the way, everybody, we have just under 5 minutes left. We are getting to the end of the match, so here we go. I do not know who is going to win at this point. I believe Muware is in the lead, which is pretty dang exciting, but things could change. There's still time.
I think this is Residual Deviant's last chance on this.
So, we have been doing a little bit of talking. We're going to make a decision on that one, guy. Simply put, when it comes to Kusog7ande, we want people to put their lives and their family first, and we have had cases where people had to drop out due to emergencies, and we'll go ahead and talk as staff, but we may issue a mulligan because some emergencies that one guy has been needing to deal with. But I really enjoyed that we got to have a sleepy fella up in the top right this entire time. I like it. Yeah. Of course. Oh my gosh.
I don't know that Dragus has enough time to get back to the moguls.
Is this the backwoods?
Yeah, this is the backwoods one.
There's enough time. There's definitely enough time.
I wasn't sure. I don't know how long it takes to do the half-pipe portion. I never really timed that.
Like half a minute, maybe.
Okay.
It's really fast.
Yep. They gotta hurry though if they're gonna get there.
Yeah, skip through the good lady. You don't want to be talking to her all day. Come on.
But everybody made Mountain 2, so that's good.
Yeah! I like that.
Oh no! He did a stunt instead of jumping again.
Do. Alright. Yeah, here. I mean, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes you do a stunt and fall down because of it. Okay, come on, stunts required. You can do this, Dragus. You are so close. Apparently... someone in chat is saying that Dragus may not have realized that you just have to jump. You're right! You're right, chat! Dragus Cloud didn't figure out that piece of the puzzle, even though that one, like, Dragus Cloud had managed to do the stunt before. Oh my gosh, Muware currently going past gears. Watch out for the deer. The deer's gonna get you. Oh! Okay, there we go. Good. Yeah, this is 100% a lead for Muware. Muware is going to be taking the victory here. This has been a very impressive watch.
Of moguls.
Yeah.
Dragus got to the middle of moguls.
True. So here we go. Muware, I would love for you to hit that finish line right now. There you go. Into the next section. A PB there. Residual Deviants just got the good lady. We have had a match today. Everybody, this is so much fun. And let me just say, I've had a good time. That is time, everybody. You can go ahead and celebrate. Give me some good ladies in chat. Give me some Tims. Give me good ladies. Give me all of the stuff, okay? I need them. Yeah, yeah. Tim, by the way, is an emote that followers are able to use whenever they would like. You do not have to be subscribed, so feel free to share Tim with everybody. Muware has a creepy bear on the screen. That's fine. So, yeah, it's very clear. Muware took first, Dragus Cloud second, Residual Deviants third, that one guy fourth, but maybe getting a mulligan because of that. How does one half pipe? Everybody is angry about the half pipe. And I understand that. Honestly, the half pipe is dumb. So I'm inviting Muware to come and chat because Muware took the victory. Yeah, Muware and Dragus Cloud will definitely be moving on to round 4. So congratulations to both of them. Now, we have one of our friends here at the stream, somebody who's played quite a few times on Don't Make Us Bored, and honestly is a really cool speedrunner, Muware. Hello there.
Hi.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, it took forever to figure out how to do stunt, but I guess I got it just in time.
How to do stunt, yeah. Oh my gosh, Time Stalker just told Dragus the first jump is just jump, nothing else, and then Dragus says,
I really
but
struggled with
required.
Yeah, and also it says jump and then it says do stunt, so I thought you have to do a stunt.
It's
and
lying.
I did my stunt and then I always fell down.
Yeah, the thing is, the first stunt is to just jump, which is not a stunt, but I guess it is.
Yeah, so the manual explains quite a lot of details about this, but it doesn't explain how to get out of the stunt, and that's why I kept rereading the manual, seeing if it says something about how to get out of stunts, because I thought that's the problem. I'm doing the stunt and then I have to get down or something.
Yeah, I thought, like, the first time that I don't know if I played this, but at least the first time that I saw it, that was my thought as well. Like, why, like, you're doing a stunt, it says stunt required. When you land, you have to push a button in order to, quote-unquote, execute the stunt? No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It took a few game overs until I realized. So the manual also says, and the game shows this, that it calls out the stunts you're supposed to do. And then I realized, oh, jump! It's just jump. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I guess somehow I managed to do it once, and then it wanted me to do a 360, and that's when I realized, oh, it's calling out the jump I'm supposed to do. It's not just do any stunt. It's telling you what to do.
Yeah, it's inexcusable, I would say. Like, it's something that everybody struggles with. It is not your fault. It is not any player's fault. It is 100% whoever put the directions or put the manual together. The company could have prevented it, okay? All they needed to do was let, like, their son Jimmy play, and Jimmy would be like, this is so dumb. Why? Why is it like this, Dad? And then they fix it. But unfortunately, there were no Jimmys back then.
Honestly, you want to know how close this was, Percentia?
How close?
Dragus actually got further on the timeout, and Muware got through moguls at that last second. They took first right at the end.
Oh, so you won at the very end, Muware.
Yes.
I think in the last minute I just about managed to do that mogul section, and I hope that would give me at least some advantage, but yeah, I guess I won. That's good.
Dragus Cloud actually did get through the stun section once. However, apparently Dragus didn't understand how they got through, because the next time he got there, he just was not able to pull off the jump stunt.
Yeah.
Because, you know... That's just how it be.
No, everybody got to Mountain 2, so that was pretty good considering you guys had no idea what you were getting into with this. It is not an easy game.
Not at all. I really enjoyed it, though. Seriously, great job. I'm glad that you were able to do this. Do you think this is a game you might go and play again in the future?
Yeah, I might try getting through this. It's really a trial and error heavy, I guess. So maybe I'll use save states or something. But I might want to.
That's probably not a bad idea. Like
just to learn it at least, and then you can, after you've learned it, you can still go without save states.
Yeah, this is one of the games that is on my list of games that I might want to speedrun one day. Like, I actually really like it, despite all of the freaking flaws. Once you get past how obtuse the instructions are, it's fun.
Yeah, the instructions are pretty inscrutable, but another thing that really caused issues for me, at least in the first half hour, I guess. So it doesn't show anything about the terrain, it's just all white, but it's clearly more and less sloped at different places.
Yeah,
and that's really hard to control as well.
Just... It needed a little bit of polish in order to be a decent game. Like, there's so much potential in this game, but it just didn't get there. I love games that are like that, though. I'm a huge fan. And honestly, I'd rather have an interesting but flawed game over a straightforward but boring game. Like, give me something like this, and I will eat it up in one way or another. Yum, yum. Yum yum, yeah. Question, Mooware, what are you doing these days? Do you have anything fun going on? Do you have any streams that you're a part of that people should know about?
I do stream from time to time, and currently I'm looking into some weird and obscure games. My favorite from recent times is a Japanese PlayStation game, which is a cartoony driving school game where you have to do a lot of weird driving lessons.
Okay.
It's got a bit of a high language barrier, but I liked it so much that I put in the effort and wrote a whole walkthrough for it so people can play it.
Okay. Well, yeah, sorry, I got distracted because one of our players for the next match wasn't streaming yet, so I'm trying to do like 5 things at the same time. Welcome to my life.
I'm glad you had fun with this, even if it was really odd to figure out.
Yeah, like, there's some people who get extremely tilted because of this game. And personally, I'd rather, like, be flaming angry than just feel like, it was okay. Like, I want to feel something when I play a game, and I'm glad you got to feel heavy Shreddin. And also got to learn about the good lady.
The good lady.
Yeah, she is a very important emote in Kusog7ande, and we love that she gets to come into the stream every now and then and just say good.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
All right, thank you so much, and Time Stalker, thank you as well. Both of you, you have a wonderful day, okay?
I'll try to. See you later, bro.
Take care, friends. I don't want to dilly-dally, everybody. Thank you for the support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here and watching. Feel free to share clips with friends. If anybody ever feels inspired to do anything else with stream stuff, it's allowed until it becomes a problem, question mark? And you know, it's fine until it's not fine, so go ahead. People are definitely allowed to do that. Anybody who's in matches, of course, they can do whatever they want with their content, because I love y'all. All of the subscriptions are a huge help, and if you aren't able to subscribe, just telling other people about Kusog7ande, or following, or what have you. Sharing some of the love is always good. So if you see a really funny moment, go ahead, share it with people. They might like it.